1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, left, right, left.
Meow time.
What's going on, guys? I'm Meow. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros Ultimate. What? There you go. So in this video I kinda wanna go over all my controls. I've set up my controller webcam here as well, so it should be alright. The webcam definitely does look a bit worse, because I had to sacrifice one of my lamps to use for my controller webcam here, of course, right? Otherwise you wouldn't see anything here. Alright, so here's all my controls, and right away you can see these 4 buttons here, X, Y, A and B, are most likely my most different controls than the regular GameCube setup. So usually X and Y is both jump, and then A is attack, and B is special. But I made it so that my X is actually attack, and I only use Y for jump. And then instead of attack, I use special on A, and then B I don't really use, honestly, but I've set it to shield, so if I maybe have to tag a wall, I can do it with B. Again, I really don't use it too much, so it's kind of like a wasted button, but just in case. And for the rest, I put L on grab and R on shield. I don't really use the Z button whatsoever. I think it's kinda annoying. I always feel like it's very unresponsive and it just doesn't really work half the time, so I'd rather not. For the C stick, I actually use smash attack, and I'll actually get into this in a little bit. I'll show you why, because I know most Peach players probably use tilt attack, which it helps, but I've got my personal reason why I use smash attack, and that's the whole thing as well. This whole setup here is not some kind of Peach expert setup or anything like that. I don't think any of these specific controls will help you as a Peach player, but it's just me. I got used to these controls, and there's a little story behind them as well, which I'll tell. And then finally the other settings right here, my rumble is off, my smash attack is off, stick jump is actually off as well, and then stick sensitivity. I'm not quite sure what this does, honestly. I know some people set it on high, which I might have to try that out, but it's just on normal right now. I'm not quite sure what it does again, so I might have to just experiment with that. Okay, so when I click on test right here, you can actually see a much better example, and I can actually show you. So again, for jump, I just use Y. Then I just attack with X, and I use special with A, so that's pretty much how I play this game. Okay, so going back, as for why I use smash attack, is this very reason right there. And this might be some Peach specific thing, but it's still pretty standard. So usually when you grab a turnip, right, and you just throw it with attack, it just only goes this far. It's like almost 5 tiles, but it's barely not, right? Now when you get another turnip, and instead of throwing it with X, and you throw it to just smash attack, or with your C-stick, then it goes much farther. There's like 2 ways of throwing a turnip, right? Regular throw, and then a smash attack throw. And let me just show you right here. See? If I just align King K. Rool right here, just on a level 5, and I throw with the regular one. Yeah, so there's a little extra distance you get by throwing your turnip, and that's the very reason. Now the distance difference like this might not seem that much, but if you're jumping with it, then the extra distance definitely does help if you want to snipe someone off the stage. If you just barely can't reach it with the regular one, it definitely is very much useful. If it's more useful than tilt attack, I'm not quite sure, but it's just what I've been using, what I prefer. Also, while we're in training mode, let me just try to do some combos on King K. Rool, so you get a better idea of how I play it while I'm actually in the game, right? While I'm actually doing stuff. Okay, just some basic moves right there. I'm not sure if it picks up as well. Like, my controller cam might cut off a little bit, but I hope it's fine. I'm really trying my best here. Alright, honestly, let's just go online now so I can actually get some live gameplay. It might look a bit better. I'm really not quite sure. Like, I'm actually not sure how much it picks up, as I'm using X to attack. So when I'm floating, then I'm just using these 2 buttons here, so it looks very much the same, right? It looks like I'm just holding the controller doing nothing. But now the very reason my control scheme is like this, because it's very messed up, right? Like, yeah, it probably takes a while to get used to this, which I can definitely see. But the reason is, I started playing Smash on the 3DS, and on that game I never really changed my controls around. So you get the regular just gamepad controls, the regular Switch controls, Pro controller controls. And so when I started playing on the Wii U and I got the GameCube controller, it was very hard for me to get used to all the new controls, right? So instead of trying to get used to it, I actually managed to change my controls around, so that's relatively the same to the regular just GameCube, or I mean regular gamepad or Pro controller controls, right? The regular 3DS controls. So it's almost like some GameCube controller Pro controller hybrids, where it is the GameCube controller, but you're playing as a Pro controller. And doing this really did mean that I didn't have to learn the whole game again, because if you change your controls around, even if it's just a few buttons, then you lose your whole just train of thoughts, right? All your muscle memory is gone then. So it's just a change I made to actually get used to the controller, but I never changed it back. And I like it now, it works, I can play the game, so Oh, he messed up, dude.
A few moments later.
What? Did he rage quit or what? Or is it my connection that just gave up here? I'm not sure what's happened. Just to give you a better picture of what I mean, I've got my two JoyCon in the JoyCon grip right now, so I can actually show you. So usually X is jump, A is attack, B is special, and then Y is also jump. Then if you compare them side by side, my controls on the GameCube controller, then you can see that my Y is also jump. It's at the same spots, right? At the top, and then at the side, to the right side is actually attack. And then at the left or in the middle is special. As you can see, the X, A, and B are pretty much the same on my controls, but I just set them on different buttons. What this means, not only do I play the game differently on the GameCube controller, but I can also just use this controller just fine, right? I can very well just use a singular Joy-Con or two Joy-Con in the grip or a Pro controller. It's just, it works fine with me. So in some ways also more versatile and much more interesting, I think, so anyways. But now, of course, I've got a few questions for you guys, right? So, what's your controller? And what setup do you use? Like, did you change any of the buttons, or are they just the same? Are they just the regular ones? Do you have tab jump on? Whatever it might be, let me know all the differences. Also, I think I might have gone better against Inkling right now. I've been practicing a little bit, so I think the matchup is much easier for me. Again, all of these new characters, you see them a lot right now as the game is relatively new still, so you really gotta adapt and make sure you know the matchups. If any of you guys watching actually want to get into competitive Smash and you're using the regular, just Joy-Con in the grip or the Pro controller, you want to move over to the GameCube controller. If that's the case, then this control setup might be the thing for you, right? It's not perfect, but it is very close to this and you're still playing on the GameCube controller. Also, I'm really sorry if the hand cam is not the best right now. I'm really trying to make it work, but it's yeah, I should have maybe done it like this, sideways, but then I have to sit sideways too. It's, I can't do it, dude. With that, I do think it's gonna do it for this video, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's my control setup right there. It's pretty much different, but once you know the story behind it, it's pretty logical as well. I want to real quickly thank all of you guys for subscribing in the last few days, too. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, so by all means, subscribe if you haven't already, and much more content to come. And then I'll see you guys in the next episode. Enjoy your stay.